So we are starting recording now. Welcome everyone. For people who are here for first time, I see a couple of new faces. This is the Asian Supervisors Network, and our goal is to meet every month and to learn from each other. So we rotate the presentations. Most people are supervisors, some supervisors in training, some coaches interested in supervision. So this is an open space. Everybody's welcome. Our goal is to bring visibility to supervision in Asia. So that's the reason we have colleagues here from different countries represented. And we meet always the last Wednesday of the month in the morning, Asia time. And welcome everyone. And today we're lucky to have Anand and Tran to present on emotional intelligence and supervision. They are in Vietnam. It's great to have you here. And I leave you for you to introduce yourself and share anything you want to say and go from there. We have 1 hour, so just plan maybe to have 5 minutes at the end for people that have any questions or whatever you want to do.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Vân Anh, and I'm Vân Anh and my colleague Trump. We are from LCV, a coaching organization in Vietnam. We are responsible for training half of the population of ICF credential coaches in Vietnam. We have 99 ICF credential coaches in Vietnam now, and we are responsible for half of them. So we are a training school about coaching, and we are honored to be the first 2 Vietnamese who took Damien's supervision program. So we are the first 2 Vietnamese who did that, and Trump was a very excellent student in Damien's class. We can have Damien's testimonial for that. So give her a big hand. Later, she will be presenting our emotional intelligence base together, how it works together with supervision. So we can learn from her, and we can have if you are up for it, we can have our mini demo of how supervision works in how EQ works in our supervision coaching. For us to start, I invite you to please enter into the chat box to state your name, where you are from, and if this is the first time that you are presented to supervision. If you are already a supervisor, please tell us so. If you are not a supervisor yet, please just tell us that this is the first time, or this is the second or the third time that you are introduced to supervision. So please enter the chat box saying so. For example, this is me, Vân Anh. I'm from Vietnam, and I'm a co-supervisor. Supervisor since 2010. Damien, thank you for that. Supervisor train. Thank you, Anushli. Thank you, Shraban. Hi, Peter. Peter is my coach, because Peter is my coach last year, and it's a lovely surprise to see him here. Michelle, you are a supervisor too. I'm waiting for Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. Oh yeah. And Danny, I see you like all over the region, and it's a nice surprise to see you here too. Thank you, Murthy. Thank you, Sim Chu. So yeah, I believe that Danny and we were introduced to supervision coaching, coaching supervision back in 2019, and ever since I took the program, and later they took the program. Thank you, Han. Thank you, everyone. So thanks a lot. Because later, if you are up for it, we might have a mini demo session about supervision, but we use EQ based, emotional intelligence, as a base for us to work on supervision. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Gerardo. Uruguay. This is a very it is a very new country to me, as in I don't see I don't see many coaches from Uruguay, and I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for participating in this. Emotional intelligence is something that's very dear to us, as in we practice it since 2013. We use it in coaching. We use it in even coach mentoring, where even though mentoring is only about skills, But when we mentor a session where a coach a client, we still use emotional intelligence to see how it works. And with that base, when we enter the program of supervision by Damien, we were very connected with supervision because the supervision base is very similar to what we are practicing using emotional intelligence. So with this, I will introduce my colleague Trump. She will be talking to you about how emotional intelligence works in supervision with our 7I model. If you already know about 7I model, we can base on that to talk. So welcome, Trump.
Thank you, Vanang. Hi, everyone. So great to see few familiar faces again here. Sunny, Kimberly, Danny, and of course, Damien. I'm so glad that these people are in the same cohort with me, trained by. Hello.
I am going to mute everybody because we hear a lot of noise in the background. So please, I'm going to mute everybody and mute yourself, Trump. Go ahead now. Okay, great.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it noisy?
Yeah,
no.
We hear some,
really?
Yeah, we hear some sound in the background. Yeah.
Let me check.
She may need to move rooms or something. Yeah, we will hear a lot of sound in the background.
So it means that Trump has very good microphone in her computer that takes everything in.
Yeah. Exactly. Embrace all the. I installed the Scripts application, but sometimes it doesn't work really well. Is it better now? Awesome. Thank you, everyone. So hi again. I'm happy that I see some familiar faces here. People were in the same cohort with me, trained by Damien about co-supervision. As Vanang shared, EQ is our based in everything that we do in LCV in Vietnam here, from coaching, co-training, mentoring, and we were so blessed, so happy that when we knew about co-supervision, I trained about co-supervision, we found it very connected. And so today I will try to make it short to show you two things. First, what emotional intelligence or EQ is, in case you haven't heard about it officially or comprehensively ever. So in a very nutshell, I will introduce to you what it is, and more importantly, what it means and how it connects to co-supervision. And when we practice EQ, how it helps to improve our coaching and co-supervision quality as well. And that's what I would try to introduce to everyone in very briefly in like 10 or 15 minutes only. And after that, if you are up to it, we can have a short demonstration, like one of us. When Anh or I can do the mini demo with one of you. As a coach, you bring a real case with your clients that you have a uncomfortable emotion or feelings towards the clients or the client situation, and we can do that mini demo right here for everyone to see. And after that demonstration, we can do the debrief, discuss about what have just happened in the session to see where EQ was demonstrated and how it was applied in that session. And I believe that with that approach, it would be more it would be easier for everyone to see how it goes, how EQs is related to coaching, co-supervision, and how it was applied, rather than just talking about the concept. So that would be our preferred approach, but of course it's up to you, because we would need the real case and the real situation that a coach brings to the session. So I start with and of course we can have the Q&A sessions after that as well, with all the discussion that we can bring the questions and we can discuss it in a deeper level of what we are bringing to the event today. So I start with my sharing, very few slides, just a couple of slides talking about EQ and how it's demonstrated in co-supervision and coaching, and and try to make it short. And anytime that you have questions, you can stop me, and we can have deeper discussion about that right here. And Van Anh can jump in and contribute to what I share as well, and add on what I share as well. So about emotional intelligence, or EQ in short, what is it? EQ includes 4 components in a nutshell, and this is, we follow the Daniel Goleman model about EQ. And the first one, it is about the self-awareness, where it defines by how you know your own emotions, and you can name your emotions. Like when you have an emotion, are you aware of it? Do you know what emotions or feelings you are having right there, right now in your body? So that's the first one. And from there, going to the second one, about the self-management, whether when you aware of your emotion, can you manage your emotions, and can you motivate yourself to deal with the situation, to have the best reaction towards the situation that happening to you. It's about the self-management. And from there, it goes to the third components of social awareness. The first 2 parts is focusing on yourself, and the second 2 parts is about the others and the situation around you, or the environment around you. So the social awareness is about if you are able to recognize and understand others' emotion. And with those understandings and the foundation of understanding self, managing self, and understanding others, you would have the capability to manage the relationship. And from there, it's about drive the relationship, or at least enhance the quality of the relationship towards what you want. So the 4 components of EQ in very nutshells. They have different competencies below each component, but this is a general summary of the 4 components of EQ. And now I would go to the more details of it to see how it relates to coach supervision and coaching. And I would start with the 7 model. I would repeat the 7 model here, the 7I model that we apply in coach supervision, that many of you here know about it. So this is, the I1 is about the client, I2 is the intervention, is about the role of the coach, the responsibility of the coach in the coaching relationship with his or her client. I number 3 is the relationship between these 2, coach and the coachee. And when we go to the number 4, it's the coach reactions or awareness. And here we would see much more related to the EQ when that I shared in the previous one, the previous slide, where the coach interacting with a client or coachee, you can have the uncomfortable emotions, or you can be triggered by the situation or the stories that the client brings to the coaching sessions or the coaching relationship, or even you are sometimes triggered by the coachee. So that's how that would bring the leads to your reactions and how you interact with the clients, and that would impact the quality of the coaching relationship between the coach and the clients. And that would be covered and discussed and explored in the coach supervision session among the coach and the supervisor. And that's the meaning of the I number 4. And the I number 5 is the supervisory relationship among the coach and the supervisor. So the coach bring the session, bring the situation to the supervision, to the supervisory session, and discuss with the supervisor about his or her own concerns or any questions that she or he has about the sessions, about that coaching relationship, or he or she wants to clarify her or his own blind spot with the supervisor. And that's where the relationship between the supervisor and the coach is happening. And the I number 6, it's about the supervisor experience, who are also the coach, but also have the experience sitting right there with the coach and feel the energy and feel and helping the coach to connect with him or herself to open his or her perspectives about the coaching relationship that he or he's having, or having the concerns and want to discuss about. So, and the I7 is a bigger context, the whole system between the